It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back. Been a long time, but you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back in the groove of things. You know what I'm saying? I've been moving around a lot. I've been on vacation over here, over there. Follow me on my other page if you don't, Self-Made Herb. I be doing some other stuff on that channel, you know, other than haircutting. You know what I mean? But anyway, today I got the hot taper. I'm gonna do the hot taper for y'all today. This is the perfect haircut to do it on. His waves, they in there. So if you don't know, I'm sponsored by Gamma now, right? Sponsored by Gamma. Gamma Plus, Style Crest, those guys, right? Right here I'm using a zero guard. So these clippers are new to me. This is the X Argo right here, right? And this clipper, it also has like a father and son, I would say. This is like the father, the son would be the X Evo, right? Which is the trimmer. So these are my tools of choice today, and this is actually like my first time using it. So I didn't know what to expect, but I've been using I got the Apex and the Rebels. So I'm familiar with the guard system, but not just this clipper. But this clipper right here is supposed to be good for bulk, and you can see it's removing bulk really well because of the blade that it has. It has like a 2.0 diamond blade. It's black. It won't rust. It won't get hot. All those good things, right? So that intrigued me to even want to use these anyway, right? Because I could go with the other pair, right? But like I said, these are good for removing bulk, so that's what I did. Now, once I was done with that, I came back. I used the X Evo, which is the trimmer, what I was telling you about, and I want to make a bald guideline right here. And these things, you have to set them. No lie, you have to set them. Good blade. My first overall reaction when I tried them, they didn't cut as close as I wanted them to. I had to adjust them. Now, straight out the box, these won't hit for the way that I like them to hit straight out the box. And that's okay, because I can customize it and do it the way I want to do it, make it hit the way I want to make it hit. But did you see, once I got it to cut, I got it to set the way I want it cut really well. Right here, I'm doing the same thing on the other side. So on this side is where we'll begin to start blending. But what I did on the other side, I did on this side. So I made it super close. I wanted to make it like that, right? Because a high taper is bald. It's really bald. I could have brought the guideline up a little higher, but I didn't, but we'll clean that up. Now I take my X Argo, I open my blade up all the way, no guard, and I go up about an inch, right? And you see, I'm just working it. Like I said, these clippers are good for removing bulk. So when you get these clippers, just know you're getting them for bulk removal. They also can blend. I'll show you that too. But I'm saying this key point is bulk removal, right? So I got that. You go up about an inch like I'm doing. Start working your lever down. Also, when you're working your lever down, make sure you get to by you working your lever down, make sure you're working your fade down. So not as high. I'm saying start working down also with the fade part, right? So that's what we're doing, right? You use the corner of the blade, come clean it, you know, work it till your lever is closed until you're just trying to work out that guideline that we made with the Evo, right? So get it down as close as possible. Then we'll come back. We'll use our Evo to clean up that bottom line if we can't remove it with the Argo, right? So you see me stretching the skin also because I'm trying to remove that bottom line there, right? I'm trying to remove it. Also, it's a little bulk right there. It's not really bulk. It's kind of like his wave pattern. So I want to use clipper over comb right here to kind of smooth that out. You know, using the guard sometimes doesn't make it lay the way you want it to lay. So I like to do clipper over comb right here just to get it to where I like it, because I can detail it a little bit better. Sometimes when you use the guard, kind of, you know, might take off more than you want or not take off enough. So sometimes you have to clip over comb. On this side I did. I believe on the other side I didn't have to do that. But on this side I did, which is okay. So we just match it up, clean up a little bit behind the ear. You can start to see the fade come together already. So on this side, turn them around, do the same thing on the other side. Take our Argo, open our blade all the way up, go up about 1 inch, gradually close our blade, work our fade down, work down as we close, come back, remove the guideline that we're making right here. The same thing that we did on the other side, we're gonna do on this side. And on the back, it's pretty much the same thing, except you're doing what you did on the side to the back. It's the same thing. You just work your way across. We're making our guideline with our Evos. We're gonna come back with our Argos, open, work our way down on the fade, gradually close the blade, and then fade it from there. Now let's jump into the lineup. Right here we got the Mr. Eyeliner Detailing Mist. I know y'all out of mist. I'm almost out of mist. But in 2 weeks it should be in. So look at this lineup, right? We spray the Mr. Eyeliner Detailing Mist, brush it down. You see on the right side of the screen, how this lineup is off. Every lineup that you do is not gonna be perfect, but we're gonna try to make it perfect, right? As much as possible without compromising his line. Now you see a lot of light spots here, everything. I will use light enhancements on his hair. Now, let's talk about the trimmer. This is the Evo, the X Evo, I'm sorry. Now, again, these trimmers, they wasn't hitting exactly how I wanted them hit. I had to adjust them, right? But you can see without using the Mr. Outliner Detailer Mist, using this trimmer, I'm still able to get a good line on it, right? This line is looking good. It's good. You know what I mean? Look at that. Boom. We're still getting that Christian. I almost started to make the C cup, but when you do a high taper, it's no C cup, none of that. It's just strictly faded. Everything just blends into the fade, right? No curve, right? So you see that, and the fade is looking amazing. You see that, right? It's looking amazing. Now, after that, you see how on this side, we still working with it. It's, you know, I'm trying not to like push them back. So this is where the line really should be. It's just light in the corners, light on this whole side. But again, you know, with clients, that sometimes they're okay with it. Sometimes clients want you to push them back. I don't want to push a client back if I don't have to. Sometimes it's necessary. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm trying to tell you, every lineup not gonna be perfect. And this one of those times where my lineup is not gonna be perfect. I'm okay with that, and I know that he's okay with that. I've cut him before, right? You can take your shavers, make it the high taper even closer to give it a better blurry blend, right? And that's what we're doing. We're giving them a better blurry blend, right? Now look, you see this? It's light. I'm showing you with the trimmer what I'm doing. I'm starting from that side. It's a little bit lower on that side, but I came to the high side first, right? And I'm hitting his line exactly where it's at. Now, pay attention. It looks a little bit straighter when I hold his head down and it's straight. Angles are important when you're doing lineups. If you hold his head back, it's going to look different. If you hold his head forward, it's going to look different. If you tilt his head to the side, it's going to look different. You try to make sure all of those angles are accounted for. But what does a person see in the mirror? How they hold their head? They hold their head straight and they look dead on. So this is dead on, right? But again, remember, when you looking at it sometimes as a barber, if you tilt his head too much, it's gonna look off. If you hold his head back too much, it's gonna look off. You see how right there in the left side is light. A lot of times barbers make a mistake that go up a little high, then it look crazy, right? It's gonna look crazy. Now, you see how I just tilted his head? It don't look the same as when I was holding it straight dead on. So you have to be mindful of these things, right? And what you're doing, how you looking at it. That's why it's always best to use your mirror, because the mirror is gonna help you to not make these mistakes. And sometimes because I'm shooting the video, I'm not able to look at the mirror dead on and see, oh, okay, I need to come up over here or come down or not do this, not do that. This is just me on straight eyesight. Your eyes will lie to you sometimes. So be mindful of that, right? So boom, over here, and this is just me following his natural lineup. It's not me like going into it or anything like that. This is me following this natural lineup, so it might not be straight because it's his natural lineup, right? Again, make sure you're using the mirror. Now, we got the lineup kind of where we want it. We just want to put enhancements on it. To the right side of the screen, I might can bring it up some. I left it like it was, right? It's okay. Boom. We put the enhancements. You just want to put a little bit to cover up those light spots. I want it to still look natural. See that? Boom, natural. Right here. Boom, I'm going to do that. It looks natural. You might want to wave your hand right to left in a sweeping motion to make it even, to make it look natural, because if you keep your hand in one spot, it starts to build up too much. So you want to do a sweeping motion. That's what I do in order to try to make it look more natural. You see that? And that looks natural. Here, the same thing. I sped it up, but I'm doing like a little sweeping motion here. I don't know if you can tell I'm doing it, but I'm not leaving it so much in one spot, right? Not squeezing on the pump too hard. This is what's before I hit it with the liners again. So this is what we got. Come over on this side. Now we still want to make sure everything is detailed, clean, super nice. So on this side now, I kind of see what's going on. Okay, I want to sharpen it, clean it a little bit. Once you put the enhancements on, it's time to you want to like fine tune everything. Like this is the permanent touches on here. So that's what I did on this side, try to make the permanent touches, right? But I love the way that the fade came out. Everything is looking good. This is the high taper point, right? Then you can come back with your shears. I have shears that kind of curve, so it curves into the head. You see that? How the trimmers just sit and they curve onto the head. This is great when you just, you want to run through it and everything like that. It just fits the head. It makes it easier to like detail, trim, get the little wild hairs, things like that. Now we got the finishing touches. So this is the end of the haircut. This is what we got. You see that? Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's a good haircut. It's still a good line. This is what we got. Anyway, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend or tell a friend. You know how we do it. I'll be dropping some videos in a minute. Until next time, I'm out.